my god, we're finally doing it, y'all. It's been a long time coming, but here we are, finally making a YouTube video. Yeah. No, but seriously, let's talk about something that's been on my mind for a while. Let's talk YouTube drama, specifically YouTube arguments, because YouTube is something near and dear to my heart that I have many opinions on, and if you stick around, I'll share them all with you. So if you're on that side of the internet, you would know that there's this cute little thing called cancel culture. Cancel culture is basically where influencers and celebrities get absolutely annihilated and possibly lose their careers because of some things that they've done in their past, or things that their audience or people on the internet just generally don't agree with. I may make a video about cancel culture in its own thing because that is a whole mess. But for today's video, I wanted to talk about an argument that I see on Twitter a lot when people are cancelling specifically YouTubers, if I'm being honest. And I want to discuss whether it's valid or not. People use it a lot to say that people change, people grow up. But you can only use that argument for so long. So I want to go into that today. So the argument goes like this. Influencer does something wrong. People normally berate that person. Now one person in the comment is like, oh my god guys, like I get what they did was awful, like doing the Nazi salute is terrible, but it was 3 years ago. Why can't we just let things be in the past? This is why cancel culture. And to be honest, yes, but also no. As with any argument, I feel like there are various factors that go into it, and it's not one size fit all. And I'm not gonna lie, there are things that influencers be doing that are dodgy. But there are a few exceptions. Let's talk about everyone's classic example of a problematic influencer, Trisha Paytas. Hey guys, just quickly, I realized while editing the video that I keep referring to Trisha with she, her pronouns instead of the ones that they have told people to use, which is they, them. I'm really sorry. I clearly wasn't thinking, and I just want to say that I do acknowledge them and their pronouns. It's just, you know, I'm a bit brain dead, so I will not make this mistake in the future. So sorry. Now, if you don't know who Trisha Paytas is, she is fun. Trisha Paytas is someone who has had a lot of ups and downs when it has come to the YouTube universe, but recently people have started to take a lot of liking to her, and to be honest, that kind of bugged me at first. It kind of bugged me because Trisha has done a lot of things to annoy a lot of communities, and people were people were ready to jump down her throat at any little thing that she did. So all of this like niceness and oh my god, Trisha's the best, yas queen, yas, it was a little confusing for me. There are some things that Trisha has done that personally I don't agree with, and I wasn't ready to forgive her like everyone else, because I was like, she's still done those things. Now people are using the argument, it was years ago. Yeah, it's been a while, but she still did these things and she still annoyed a lot of communities. But I noticed something with Trisha Paytas that's a bit different from other influencers. All of us know about the many controversies Trisha Paytas has had, and normally in the past she would double down on her defenses and get angry at the communities who are rightly berating her and say that she was in the right. So for a long time that argument didn't make sense to me, because she would always act like she was in the right, even though I'm pretty sure she knew most of the time that she was in the wrong. But recently, due to Trisha Paytas getting a lot of good fortune in her life, which, good for her, she now has a lot of things going on for her that can occupy her time. She has a fiance, she has a new podcast called Frenemies, which, watch it, it's actually kind of good. And she has started apologizing for a lot of stuff that she did wrong in the past, which is new because she never used to do that. So I had to take a step back and be like, okay, now she knows that she's in the wrong, so maybe that argument can apply to her. She has been saying that she knows it's wrong, it's in the past, she was a different person. And I was thinking, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, I agree. For the longest time, I thought that people didn't change and that we would all stay the same until we died. But I've been through a lot of things and I'm definitely not the same person that I was maybe even a month ago. And as well as apologizing for things that she's done in the past, even now when she gets into drama, because let's be real, you're not escaping it when you're on the internet, she's showing that she has changed a lot. She's trying to stay calm, not blow up like she usually would or she would in the past, and I think that's a testament to how much she's grown. However, this can't be said for all YouTubers. For example, like maybe a month or two ago, Trisha Paytas had gotten into an argument with Nikita Dragon. Now, if you don't know who Nikita Dragon is, good for you, but she is a makeup mogul.
Girl, the shade of it all.
On the internet, and is also an influencer, and she's pretty problematic. And they went into a kind of back and forth. I think Trisha was leaving a few snide remarks here and there, and Nikita, being Nikita, clapped back. And I'm not saying that she shouldn't have clapped back. Like, I would have done the same if someone's coming for me out of nowhere, like, what? Hello? But then they kind of both went into a morality match where they were bringing up things from each other's past. And when I was seeing it happen in real time, it was kind of like, Jackie Ina said it best.
Faggot whore. It's just a wonderful string of words that really gets you going. Fuck you, nigger faggot. I love that I can just say nigger faggot though. I love saying nigger faggot.
Hi again. I know that I'm talking about Trisha right now, and in the screen recording it shows Nikita arguing with Ethan from H3 Productions. I'll explain that a bit later on and how that all ties in. You're both kind of not in the right, you know? Like, you've both done things that are really problematic. And I still saw people in the comments being like, you guys, it was the past, let's leave things in the past. And I was like, you can't say that for Nikita. But it was also like, well, why can you not say it for Nikita? Here's why. Nikita has done a lot of problematic things and she's also annoyed a few communities. But the difference between Trisha Paytas and Nikita Dragon is Nikita Dragon's still problematic. Nikita Dragon isn't trying to change her image in any way. Every time she apologizes, it's more her trying to defend herself rather than her apologizing to anyone. And she still acts really immature and acts really problematic. Like, she's been going out during COVID many times. I'm pretty sure she hosted a party, although don't quote me on that. And she's just generally not trying to change. And it made me realize that, yes, Nikita's problems were quite a while ago, but I don't see her trying to better herself like Trisha Paytas is. I don't see her trying to move on from these issues. If anything, she's just gotten more problematic as time has gone on. And also, another YouTuber that I want to talk about is Ethan Klein, H3 Productions. Ethan Klein has been around for as long as I can remember, but I haven't really been getting into H3 until recently due to quarantine and boredom, honestly. And let's be honest, he has also had his share of problems and conflict.
Fuck you, nigger faggot.
Why are influencers so problematic? Like, all our influencers are so... I don't get it, bro. But yeah, Ethan Klein has also been pretty problematic. And while this whole fiasco was going on between Trisha Paytas and Nikita Dragon, Ethan decided to step in. Just for context, Ethan is the co-host of Frenemies, the podcast that Trisha Paytas is in, and they're quite good friends now, so it makes sense that he would jump into her defense because they're practically family now. And he tweeted something that actually really struck a chord with me and made a lot of sense. So Ethan said, "No, I'll own this. It's a horrible clip of me saying terrible things. It makes me sad. I've discussed it many times, but I'll apologize for this as many times as I need to. I really think I've grown and learned so much since this happened years ago, and I work every day to prove it." Basically just saying the same thing that Trisha Paytas was saying, that It's not like he's running away from his past. He knows that he's done some pretty horrible things, but he acknowledges them and he realizes that they were wrong, and he's moved forward from them and tried to make himself a better person, which really is all we can ask from influencers, because at the end of the day, they're human too and they're gonna make mistakes. Granted, I feel like influencers should know better since they're on such a bigger platform than the regular person. I'm just saying, I feel like it's unfair to hold these people to an unrealistic standard of them just never slipping up and being perfect and never offending anyone at any time. But that does not excuse them, and that does not mean that they have the right to just go around and do whatever they like. Jake Paul, Tanner, the list can go on, the list can go on. When it comes to using that argument, I feel like it depends on who it is and how they're acting now and doing things to better themselves, because that argument can work on people who are actively trying to change themselves and actively trying to do things better, like Trisha or Ethan or Jenna Marbles. But it does not work and it does not make sense if the influencer is doubling down on their rubbish and still going about and doing awful things and offending a lot of people and just generally being a terrible person. You cannot use that argument, because yes, it was in the past and sure, we need to let things go, but if they're not doing anything to prove that we should let it go, then of course we have all the right to use that argument because it's still valid. I think what I've been trying to say throughout this whole video is that people change. You can't expect people not to change. People are gonna slip up, they're gonna make mistakes. You fucking nigger! And that argument is valid in some cases. You can't use it for everyone. Call it hypocritical, sure. Basically everything can be boiled down to being hypocritical. For some influencers, you have to keep bringing up the stuff that they've done so that when people like, they're trying to change, they're trying to be better. Really? Really? Because there's long list of receipts. But that is not an excuse. That doesn't mean that you can make mistakes just because you know that people will forget about it and say it's in the past. You are showing yourself to millions of people. You should actively be trying to do better, not using the lame excuse that everyone will forget it in time, because the internet lasts forever, babe. I did it! My first video. I hope it makes sense. I feel like I was rambling a lot. I have notes down here that I've been trying to reference, but I feel like it's all jumbled, but stick with me, you'll get better. I just realized that I didn't introduce myself at all in this video. What's up? My name is Blessing, or Guineso, as this channel suggests. I'm trying YouTube now because I'm vain. And also because I've wanted to do this for years and I absolutely love YouTube, and YouTube is the best, it's my life.
Chipotle is my life.
But yeah, I'm gonna be doing this now and I hope you stick around. I hope you like this video and more to come. It will get a bit more lighthearted, I promise, and yeah. If you like this video, like the video, subscribe if you want, like comment what you think. Do you think that the argument is valid? I love feedback, I love hearing other opinions. All my links will be in the description below. I've always wanted to do that. But thank you for watching. I hope to see you next time. I'm out, bro. Yeah. Woo! I've been sitting cross-legged for like the last hour and it actually hurts, like I can't move my feet. But content, anything for the clout, you know? Oh my god, pins and needles. Okay.